Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prrrr. My name is Ajo, and yes, we are seated for your Afcon preview discussion. Kindly use the hashtag Afcon with Prrrr. Yes, Afcon with Prrrr in the comment section and on all socials. Yeah, with beg you are. I'm here with
Ace Kanti
and
Elikem.
we added Daddy Lekem.
Massa.
Daddy Lekem, yeah. Charlie, Afcon is on. The boys have been separated from the men. And Charlie, if you don't make careful for here, we don't want any Charlie fight for here. You make basic errors, you are going home. And that be all. But Lekem, so far, how you see the Afcon? Maybe I take it from this angle. To me, I've been an Afcon of mistakes, poor defending, and basic errors. How you see them so far?
Before I answer your question, you say the boys have been separated from the men.
From the men, yes.
Intiwo Ghana Black Stars and
Yes, small, but
Emre Daniel. Hey.
Charlie, the boys. They say, hey, boys, small boys.
Anyway, it is what it is. So we go on. Now, what you talk, you can look at it from two angles. I would say more teams have lost respect for each other. In the sense that in previous Afcons, you see people coming to defend against the big teams and making it all difficult. But this Afcon especially, and especially if you study the second round, it has been more open because teams go into every game feeling they can win. And you watch a game like Equatorial Guinea versus Cote d'Ivoire. They went out in the game believing they could win.
Shocking.
They didn't show Cote d'Ivoire any respect at all. You watch a game like, let's say, Cape Verde and Egypt. Cape Verde came out, opened up. Egypt were trying to get a hold of the game. They couldn't. Then they did what they do best, created chaos. And it was all end-to-end and all. So, and there's this game a lot of people talk about, that's the Algeria versus Burkina Faso. It was end-to-end. And that is because even though Algeria, with all the quality they had, Burkina Faso showed them little respect. So, you could see it in the line. A friend of mine pointed it out to me that it is like we are getting to the stage where even small teams who come into the Afcon believing they can win.
They can win it. Yeah.
Of course, they are the pool of talent a nation like Senegal, Ghana, and the rest might have is still there. That advantage is still there because these guys have been in the game for so long, and it is something that is embedded in the culture of these people.
Scanty, you have always said that now there's no small boy in football again. The small teams have shown that they can do it on the big stage in the Afcon. What is the shocking like? What are they doing right?
Yeah, because we don't have respect for each other. The big clubs think they'll be big clubs forever.
Big national teams.
Yes, the big national teams, they think they'll be there forever. But the small clubs have proven to say they know how to play very well and they are going to open up and play against anybody they want. I don't think the Afcon, any coach, they steady opposition in 30 safe. Build their boys and then go and then play football. First, you see, okay, this player, if you watch Mozambique against Egypt, they don't even mark Salah safe. They no stress. On a normal Afcon, you see like 3 players around one big player. But now, everyone, 11-11, we are all playing. When I score, you also make sure that you score. So there's no small club in this Afcon. If you look at the teams that have qualified and the teams where they go out, it will tell you that if MTN sit down chair, Glogo can overtake them. If Ghana sit down and we are playing, Algeria who won Afcon 2019 is out. Mauritania or Mauritius, they can't pass. And it tells you that few years to come, the Afcon or World Cup, even Afghan countries going to the World Cup will be dominated by Comoros, Cape Verde, Mauritius, and all those
Mozambique and Co. We team shock you so far at the Afcon. Like their play, their style of play, their coaching, everything.
Honestly, Cape Verde and Equatorial Guinea.
Okay.
Like Cape Verde and Equatorial Guinea are two, but Cape Verde in particular, because see, Cape Verde have come into a group with Ghana, Egypt, and they won the group in match day 2.
Baby.
You see, that's the surprise. It's not like they won the group. They won the group in match day 2. They were the first country to win their group, not to qualify, the first country to even win their group. And it's not like they got lucky. Okay, well, you could see with some of the results, because the Ghana match, when you watch the Ghana match, the game they played versus Ghana, the last goal, you could say it was a bit of fortune that fell to them. But when you watch the gameplay, but when you watch the gameplay, no, I'm saying the result.
Okay.
Because whatever we see, Ghana was so poor on the day, but it was still 1-1 until that Salisu and Jiku miscommunication that caused them. So you could say they got lucky with that result. But when you watch the game they played that day, you understand? The football they played that day, they showed Ghana ups. I kept saying, the first 25 minutes of that game, it was a nightmare for Ghana, because when a Cape Verde team is slowing down the game after being 1-0 up in the first 25 minutes, they think they can control a game versus Ghana Black Stars. It should tell you that these guys do not look at themselves as minnows anymore. That was one of the key things. And in the game against Egypt, I thought, they had already qualified, so they were going to relax. But no. And this is what big teams do. This is what big clubs used to do. They go out and they go to dominate. And Cape Verde have been really impressive in this tournament.
What about you?
Oh,
the team that shocked you so
the
far.
team which shocked me, Equatorial Guinea. They got a point against Nigeria. They got points against Ivory Coast host nation as well on their home soil. And then Cape Verde, from the guy with us as Mad D2, then qualify already. Even the last game safe, they were winning.
Yeah.
Cape Verde, if you look at the group very well, before this tournament, that particular group B, Cape Verde was supposed to be the last team. Mozambique had a better run. Coming to the Afcon, preparations towards this Afcon, Mozambique had a better run than Cape Verde. So per the preparations, then Cape Verde for the last, but he can't chop first. And Egypt, Ghana, Mozambique, they continue. Surprising. Equatorial Guinea to do the same.
And they play some very good football.
Very good football.
Okay.
I'm really impressed, Charlie.
Let's look at the fixtures for the round 16. Angola versus Namibia. Namibia come Ghana, come prep for the Afcon. They play Lagos Cities 1-1. They play Black Stars 1-1. Today they are here.
They play Black Stars goalless.
Sorry, goalless. Thank you. And today they are here.
Yeah, round of
Angola, 16. Round of 16. Okay. Let's break down this game. How do you see this game?
The two teams, they will impress me so much. Like Angola, I watched them versus this one. Was it the first game they played? Algeria. Then I figured they make lucky, because in the first half of that game, Algeria dominated. And to be honest, Algeria should have been out of sight, but they missed a lot of chances. But in the second half, I think that'll be when they carry Mbalulu or something. That guy come inside, and they improved a bit. They got a bit of fortune. The penalty fell to them. Bentaleb lost of concentration and went into for a wrong tackle, and they got a penalty. And they got a draw from that game. I think that draw has spurred them on, because when you get a result you were not expecting, it can sometimes have a positive effect on you, and they've gone on and they've qualified. Now, same to Namibia. The game against Tunisia peppered them. Like Tunisia were on them. Then a very, very brilliant cross. One of the very good crosses I've seen this year in this Afcon. Then totally unmarked.
What happened to the North Africans this year? This Afcon.
Surprising.
Yeah, what happened to them? What's happening to them? I'm shocked.
They are known to be very good.
People say the weather be factor.
Yeah.
I don't buy that excuse for them.
Okay, 4 North Africans came in, 2 are still in it and 2 are gone. So I'm not sure it's that much of a disaster, because if you watch Algeria, then Morocco, then Egypt still the inside. Even though my feeling be say this will be the worst Egyptian team I've ever seen at an Afcon. I started watching Afcon in 2002. This is the worst I've ever seen, because this Egypt team is yet to win a game in 3 group games. But when you watch Algeria, I've been following a bit of Algerian Twitter in the last couple of weeks, and there might issues be very similar to Ghana. A coach who is outdated since winning the 2019, they feel he's not improved the team, and players who simply do not play with the same care they play with at their club side, especially Riyad Mahrez. They've been on him for a long time.
Scanty, the big one, Nigeria versus Cameroon.
Yes.
And for Cameroon, Abubakar is back. Abu Shushu is back. How do you see
the big boy? This part, if you Nigerians watching me, Nigeria this tournament, then score only 3 goals. 1 goal contract, then 10 Ghana Black. They have scored only 3 goals.
With the best striker?
Yes, but they have a lot of attackers. Not only best striker. Nigeria get like 5 or 7 good attackers and take goal this tournament. We have the material. You see, we have even one of the best informed strikers in the whole world now in your team. You people have scored just 3 goals. And that 3 be like one of them say be penalty.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Cameroon, he to concede 6 goals. You have one of the best goalkeepers from Africa. These people have one of the best strikers. You have one of the best goalkeepers. In first game, we concede like 3. Onana. So it's going to be an open game. Nigeria is refusing to score. The first game, it was difficult for them. Second game, it was difficult. Even their last game, it was difficult for them. Cameroon, on the other hand, will score, but they can't defend. they will open up for Nigeria to also score, but Nigeria needs to find a problem with the attack. And a defender, no.
Basi.
Is it why Nigeria do this score? He say he's the defender.
Go ask them if he's in the strikers. He's doing his job.
Exactly, because Nigeria, they are conceding less. They are not conceding more goals. It means that at the back, they'll be very good. But for a country that has a lot of attacking options on the bench, even on the field of play, and they are still not converting, they create the chances as well, but they can't score. Or Munso a chance in the bar and then baby Cameroon so there. So this particular is going to be a game of goals. But I don't know. I don't tip Nigeria. I don't know.
Like I feel like Cameroon, they're not being coached well. Where you go take them from? Because I don't see the coach having an impact on their team at all. Look, the
thing is, I want to see them with. I want to see them plus Abubakar and some other thing because the games I watch now and. Just they have some Ahumaso keeper who always one day the limelight inside, but that's just another story. But like,
no be Ahumaso keeper. Their best player be that. Cameroon has to stand. Their best player is Onana.
Where he did bench?
The first match he catch.
Who's second match?
Charlie. Any Ahumaso. Everybody get big.
Equatorial Guinea versus Guinea. Equatorial Guinea get the top scorer for the tournament inside so far. Yeah. Surprised?
Emilio, very surprised. See, in Syria. Again, 2015, I don't know if people go Kaya. Equatorial Guinea, 2015, he was there. The game against Ghana, he played, and he wasn't this good. But I think over the year, back-to-back Afcon appearances for the nation, and he's grown in the tournament and he's improved. Some of the goals he scored has been very good goals, and I'll give him that. A hat-trick in the first game and 2 goals versus Cote d'Ivoire. A hat-trick in the second game, and 2 goals versus Cote d'Ivoire. Equatorial Guinea as a group have improved, and he's been very good for them, so I'll give him that. But it's surprising, a right back for his club team,
Charlie.
And he's a striker for his national team.
Equatorial Guinea-Bissau, all the Guineas, they can't know what
Guinea's world record or all the Guineas. See, we are just staying back. We are relaxing. Look at these teams; they are topping charts. All the 2 Guineas. If you remember, this Guinea, they hosted the Afcon 2015, right? Equatorial Guinea
hosted it in 2015.
2015. These teams are not big clubs like that, but teams like that. But look at the ball they are playing, and they have gotten here. What they pay me is the 2 Guinea teams meet themselves. It means one will go out.
Charlie,
you understand? But then
so who go win this game?
This particular game, Equatorial Guinea. Their performance against Ivory Coast and Nigeria.
Okay.
Equatorial
Guinea. Egypt, DR Congo. Egypt, as you said.
Dr. Congo,
as you said, abysmal performance so far, but I see them qualifying.
I see Egypt
tournament favorites.
I see Egypt qualifying because of this. Congo create a lot of chances, but
they don't score.
They miss a lot of. And Congo be team where if you be neutral, you watch them, you feel sorry for them.
They have decent players.
Because they come into every AFCON having not a top team, but a decent team enough to make a run. I think their best result might be is 2015 where they finished 3rd. The time Bulasi, the guy where that is weird celebration. Then the goalkeeper Kidiaba. And there's one guy, I forgot his name.
They have the left back, the West Ham left back, former West Ham.
Musuaku. So these guys, they always come in. As a neutral, they excite you. I really like them as a team. But see, this year they've been creating chances and missing a lot, and that be what's going them because Egypt. We've seen Egypt in their 3 games this season. They've always come from behind. And one thing about Egypt, we see, if the game not they go on with them, they create chaos. Then before you realize it's an end-to-end game. Then it's like you'll be thinking it's an exciting game, but if you do not control the game against them, they'll find a way, and that's what I believe is going to happen. I believe, if Congo do not take control of this game, Egypt will find a way back into it.
Yes,
and it is going to work.
Extra time and penalties, we can get there. Scanty, Cape Verde, Mauritania, at the tip Cape Verde easy. Of how they play.
Mauritania and then the last stop, Mauritania, Mauritius. One be desert. This be Mauritania. Mauritania be the desert. I think Sadiq Adams. Mauritania be desert. Mauritius be waterlogged.
He said go there some time ago.
He profiled their football.
Academy, how they are doing it.
Yes, for years and years they come. This is their first. The win against Algeria was their first win at the Afcon. This particular team, but because the ball keep Verde playing it there. Ghana and Egypt are faced. But Mauritania can prove a point. This Afcon, we have not seen any big team apart from maybe Senegal, the first game. any big team catch small team, they go score and plenty. But even Cape Verde, no, man, it's only Mauritania, no.
Yeah.
But BB,
But how they are
so let's
playing,
give them
right.
a but
Speaking of
Cape
Senegal,
Verde
they are
wins
playing
game.
Cote d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast, the host nation.
also the last,
Then they want to appoint heavyweight now, but I know it's possible. Go hard. Clear favorites, Senegal, like him. Clear favorites. Guys, I tell you, Jackson go win, go king. Bench,
He no play any match.
But-
Make it stay the Chelsea.
Like him, what's up?
Cote d'Ivoire, then the funny meal.
Mm-hmm.
So the celebration and everything, well, at least then qualify go round of 16. Then
What's
Ghost
happening?
Nation, Ghost Nation come out from group stages, so they make the tournament. They made the tournament they be, but I do not see any way from on paper.
Mm.
I do not see any way for Cote d'Ivoire, and it's funny because they have a very good squad on paper.
Yeah, they are
But
midfield.
when you watch them play, I don't think the coordination is enough to face a team like Senegal,
Mm.
who have just simply been good. They've been reaping off efforts of many, many years of development in their football. And see, when you watch them play, from the very first minutes of this tournament, if you watch them, it be clear say this is a team that came to win.
Mm.
This is not a team that just came to try, or they didn't like Sami Kufo used a certain term. I listened to him the last time. He say there are some people who prepare for tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
but there are some people who plan for tournaments.
We are not the same.
Senegal planned for this tournament.
Mm.
Others prepared, but Senegal planned for it. And
Some didn't prepare.
and I'm like saying maybe they'll be the first to win it back to back in a very long
Okay.
time.
And so, can I ask you, Ali Sisi, if you're watching technical team, you go see white men for the able men, but he be the local man.
Yeah.
And they will give them. You see the format then take.
Yes. See, they have the people, and you see when you are recruiting, you recruit the right person. You say me be needs na me the olele, na me the microphone come see. Pick someone who can do the job very well.
Scanty one way.
Oh, pick someone who can do the job, and when they are doing the work, you see the result.
Yes.
Senegal from defense to midfield to attack. I said the first game, I think they won 3 against Gambia or something.
Mm.
They play very, very well. And coming against host nation, the only thing Ivory Coast will use beat Senegal be maybe the crowd.
The crowd. The fans.
Apart from that,
And they won't
Senegal
be
will be very,
intimidated
very
at all.
dominant in this particular game. But let's not write Ivory Coast off
Okay.
in this particular game. They can do something. See, the way the fans bash them and Nyamia Dum no qualify, and they go feed
From where? What angle? What angle? From where?
What angle they go?
Eh.
Afcon, there are no 30s. They will just sit down, tell your players what they have to do. When they come on the field of play, sometimes you even have to forget what the coach they talk and then play the football very well.
Okay.
Because if you watch the first game, Ivory Coast in first game, I was even tipping them say they go win. Because the subs then they do.
Mm.
They see they have even best players who have not even started.
Jeremy Boga.
You don't understand, but I don't. Meaning they score them for a must-win game in your final game.
Yeah, sure. For.
But this game, they should try and then make the fans happy. Okay. Even if they know they go lose, it shouldn't be a big margin.
Okay.
1-0.
Look at Mali's Burkina Faso. Game of physical battle.
Very
Physical
exciting
battle. Yeah.
game for
Physical
me,
battle in the midfield. Who are you tipping to win this game? Mali, Burkina Faso.
Mali, the way then they see Mali say them go take this tournament. No, they were one of the people I thought were like had come of age and were going to like take this tournament. Like, they've been good. They won their group and all, but like they've not really taken them. They've not really gone to that height. Burkina Faso today not have complete.
Yes.
People shouldn't underrate that. They
100%.
really not have complete. So and one thing I realize on Mali be say when the lights are brightest, they sometimes choke.
Mm.
So this is a game where they should be really, really wary of Burkina Faso.
Mm.
But I still tip Mali to qualify, but they should be really worried.
Because of
Burkina
Bissouma, Scanty.
Mali go win.
Mali go win.
Mali go win. I've watched their games and I think at the tip Mali here for semi-final. They are
Wow.
playing very, very good football. Mali go win. Burkina Faso there. This is not the Burkina Faso we used to know.
Okay.
Then my form calm down.
All right.
Then my last this.
Potential champions, Morocco versus South Africa. They can make I give you this one. Simple work for them in the group stages, then qualify simple. But this one be big test give them South Africa. They are playing some good football too. How do you see them?
They are playing some good football, but the thing about it is they are going to meet a team that is better than them. And you watch them against Mali. They played you see, that's the thing about South Africa. They always play well. But at the end of the day, the gap in quality between them and the opposition shows.
Yeah.
Against Namibia, the gap showed because they were way better than Namibia and they won. Against Morocco, I expect it to show again. Morocco better pass them, and Morocco will find a way. See, they've noticed. I think from the slump in their second game, they've noticed that they are a good team. and they need to make a good run in this tournament. So I expect them to beat Cote
Yeah, I agree with you.
South Africa.
They don't sit back. South Africa, they go all out
Because they have promised them money to win that. Nah,
I'm talking about their attacking. Omu defend you.
Yeah.
All out. So they omu beam.
yes, bra, trophy, bra. What are you defending?
But
Go and bring it.
if you defend better, when you hit on counter, you go feel win the game, then qualify. But then the style of playing, open, ultra attack.
Yeah.
They are just playing, having
TSA
fun.
good,
good
and
football. So Morocco will qualify them. But like, I make ask you this question, the key to me. Coaching on this continent, how do you see them? African coaches.
Well, if you talk coaching, are you talking about expatriates coming or you talk about
no African coaches here?
Coaches?
Yeah.
See me. Let me limit it to
it's not good
Ghana.
enough.
Make a limit time to Ghana. Ghana right now, at the moment, I always tell people we don't get good coach in Ghana. Sorry, you be coach, but I tell you this.
I'm not kidding. But I'm from count.
We don't get good coaches. See, the level of coaching in, let's say, the early 2000s has really, and I would say from 2010 has really declined because if you watch, okay, right now, Chris Hughton is gone. The Black Stars coaching job is vacant. Nanado they continue with a black man can handle his affairs agenda. Who are we going to take? The only option where I'll be satisfied with, and I will say it's not a risk, is Akwesi Appiah. And he will be coming for the third time. Because you watch all the Ghanaian coaches around, he's the only good one.
True.
I see other countries.
But he did Sudan.
Yeah.
He won't come.
But you see, I see other countries like Senegal, let's say Aliou Cisse. They've given him a number of years since 2015 to work. And he's proven them right. So if I'm using Ghana as a reference point, see, coaching is one of the problems I have. And we had a technical director, Bernard Lepet, who spent a lot of time, and we've not seen. They said he's written a book, but I've not read the book yet. Those who've read the book said it's an empty book. So it'd be something where they worry me, and it's one of the root causes of our problem because these coaches are not developing the players very well.
Exactly.
See, I'm going to use one last instance before we go. This former Kotoko player, Dauda Mohamed. He started play at age 16. They said he was 16. They said he was 16. He was playing very well. Then or somebody can tell me, say, hey, this guy went free Ghana in Tema, Ebehano. And truly, too, when he went to his first club, the coaches saw him and they said, look, you are way behind in your development for your age. And it is a big indictment on our coaching because if a player who was performing very well, one of the best players in our Ghana Premier League, could go to not even the English Premier League or one of the top leagues. So you go to a league like the Belgian league and everything, and they'll tell him you are way back in your development. It's something that we should watch.
Okay. There's no hope for Ghana football, Scanty.
Yeah,
Make I take wrap up. There's no hope. So
God knows that why.
Take you wrap up.
It be Ghana Blasters I will talk about. I have seen Ghanaians say Anke Wahanke, Equatorial Guinea, Yebenya Congo. We can't beat any team here. See, God knows best. That's why our last 3 tournaments, they make we go knockout stage. Knockout stage is a place you don't do mistake.
Yes.
Group stage, 3 matches. No, it's not even group stage. Our last 3 tournaments, the last Afcon, the last World Cup, and we just they do mistakes. If the day we go knockout stage, they go score with like 5.
Okay.
And we don't get time to rectify anything. So God knows best. 2029. I qualify from group stage.
All right.
God being so good.
Guys, we'll see you on Monday. We are out.